A big problem related to elections and democracy actually functioning in India is the fact that during elections you find that a lot of people actually don't turn up to vote even though their names are on the electoral rolls. And a large part of why people don't turn up to vote is also related to a certain disillusionment with the political system in India, with the leaders, and so on. But in the recent past, we've been observing that in many places, when you ask people why they're not going to vote or why they're not keen to vote in the upcoming elections, they repeatedly say that what is the use? And they say that BJP has already hacked the EVM machines and therefore there's no point in making the effort to go and vote. And surprisingly enough, almost counterintuitively, we find this sentiment being expressed very strongly in the Muslim community. And data is also indicating that Muslim voter turnout is actually reducing from the time Mr. Narendra Modi has turned up at the national scene relatively compared to non-Muslim voter turnout. Against this background, there are a few things that I wanted to say. Point number one, EVM hacking on a very large scale consistently is something on which evidence actually is not present. I know that many people will pounce on me for saying this because there are many who are at this point of time campaigning for a banning of EVM and for ballot papers to be brought into India's election system. Well, they may have a point. I must confess that I didn't study this fully, but the simple fact that we do have Congress elected in Telangana, Congress elected in Karnataka, Trinamool Congress elected in Bengal, the fact that Aam Aadmi Party won in Delhi, all of this should show us that this hacking of EVM machines is obviously not consistent, if at all it's happening. Point number one. Point number two, this business about EVMs getting hacked, I think takes away attention from the fact that political parties, candidates, and polling agents, as well as alert citizens, can do a lot even with the EVM machine system running at this point of time. Polling agents, more than anyone else, could actually be present when mock polling takes place. They can stay alert to any hacking that could have happened with the machine when this mock polling happens before actual polling begins in any election. They should also be alert to the fact that those mock polls have to be, those votes have to be erased before actual voting begins. So a lot can be actually retrieved if the situation is in a bad shape with EVMs having been set up to defeat particular parties and to make sure that one party is victorious. The fact that we are saying so many things about EVMs being hacked will actually lead to more people staying back at home rather than going and voting. And sometimes I wonder if this in itself is not something that's being spread by the BJP's WhatsApp University, because more than anyone else, it's the BJP which has a lot to gain by people feeling skeptical about EVM machines and staying back at home and not voting. I think we should realize that BJP has many dirty games up its sleeves. It has already worked out various ways by which it can undermine democracy in India, including by resort politics, that it need not rest its entire plan on EVMs being hacked. In fact, we would be doing ourselves a disservice at this point of time as we walk into Loksabha 2024 elections to bring the whole matter down to one point, which is EVM hacking, when this is actually an opportunity for progressive democratic forces in India to raise many issues that should be part of the public debate as this wonderful country walks into elections and as people take their decisions to vote. To talk only about EVM is actually about losing an opportunity to discuss many other relevant issues, including the issues of common citizens, and making sure that they become the core issues on which the upcoming elections are fought. So let's not raise the EVM debate at this point of time. Let's not make it a one-point central agenda for civil society. In any case, the matter is in the court of the Supreme Court of India, and there's nothing much that ordinary citizens or political parties can do. What we can certainly do is to make sure that polling agents are alert and that all citizens go and vote. Let's exercise this democratic right of voting.